how to learn CorelDraw from scratch. Please stay with me as we begin. First of all, what is CorelDraw? CorelDraw is simply a software that you use in designing graphics that speak out loud for your clients or any event you want to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and teach you guys how to download CorelDraw. First of all, you just head over to Chrome. I assume that you have Chrome. I'm going to zoom this in very well so that you can see what we're doing. I'm going to type in Windows 7 downloads.com. As simple as that, nothing much. You search for Windows 7 download.com and then you wait for it to load. This is, CorelDraw is an old, I'm going to be using CorelDraw X7, so it's an old software. So you just go to Windows 7 download.com. This website has CorelDraw X7. So I am simply going, let me browse through it, guys. So let me just zoom in here so that you guys will see what I'm doing. Let me scroll to this other side so that you guys will understand. So I'm just simply going to type in CorelDraw X7. Please kindly be patient with me. So as you're waiting, guys, CorelDraw X7 is an old software, so I just choose to use it because it is still very okay. I'm going to search CorelDraw X7 and press enter. Let me see what comes up. I don't think anything is coming up. Let me give space because Corel is different from the X7. The X7 is simply the version. I'm going to search and then boom, guys, let's scroll down. Oh, look at it. The first one is CorelDraw X7 32-bit and the second one is CorelDraw X7 64-bit. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the difference between 32-bit and 64-bit. Right click on this PC and go to properties. Wait for it to show. Now if you look at this very well, on my PC properties you see 64 bits. That's the highest operating bit of a laptop. You have 32 bits or you have 64 bit. Let me cycle it out so that you can see this is 64 bits. So any software you want to download there, they can appear in two versions, the 64 bit and the 32 bit. So here we'll be going with the 64 bit since my laptop is a 64-bit laptop, though 32-bit can also work. It can also work, but the funniest thing is that I think some 64-bit versions of software doesn't work on 32-bit versions of laptop. So let me zoom in so you can see that is my laptop is 8 GB of RAM. So just forget about that, but 8 GB of RAM is really going to help you out if you want to be very okay. So now let me try to go out to Chrome so that you guys can see what we're doing. Please just hold up. So these are Chrome. I'm going to click on the X7 64-bit since it's 64-bit that we need. So it's going to load. We'll scroll down and then look at the download button. I assume you guys know how to download the software. If you don't know how to download the software, please guys, you can comment in the video so that I'll know that you don't know how to download the software. So it has started downloading. I'm just going to go ahead and verify it, and once it is done downloading, you can see there, you can just follow through the installation steps and you can install your software. For example, now these are the downloads that I've had so far. That's cloud. You can just double click and then the CorelDraw also, once it's done, it will turn into something like that. So guys, that's just on how to get the CorelDraw X7 software. So now the next thing I'm going to try to teach you guys is, after installing the CorelDraw software, you have to launch it. For example, me now, I've pinned this CorelDraw software right below my taskbar. If you zoom in, you can see it. I've pinned it here because I use it quite a lot of times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it and wait for it to launch, guys, and it's going to take a bit of time. So let me just cut this out. Let's wait because it's not going to take that much of a time. But while we're waiting, I'm going to be explaining something so you keep on understanding. So CorelDraw is it deals much with the vector aspect of graphics. When we go deeper, I'll explain to you what we mean by the vector part. So we're just gonna wait for it to continue loading. And by the way, CorelDraw X7, I think it was made in 2017 or 2018, I think so. But because I'm very good at it, I have not downloaded the CorelDraw 20. Guys, if you want to use the CorelDraw 20 or 2025 or 2026, you can let us know in the comments. I think the features are quite upgraded, but I've not tested it out. We can still check it out someday. So I've started using this CorelDraw for a quite long time, and there are some projects that I haven't saved, so they're asking if I want to recover the projects. For me, I don't want to recover it. I want to start something new that I can teach you guys on how to use. So I think from here I'm just simply going to click on cancel. I'll click on cancel, and as you can see, this is your welcome screen, the welcome screen of your CorelDraw environment. Just as every software is, it also has something that welcomes you. I'm going to click on cancel because there are many projects I didn't finish, so it's basically asking me if I would want to return back to it. So this is your welcome screen. As you can see, it is showing you get started guys. So I'm going to click on this new document, and it's going to bring something, a box in here. This box, I'm going to be dealing with some specific things which I'm going to be highlighting. First of all, the title page, and then the size, which is that, and then the height, and the unit of measurement, which is inches, pixels, millimeters, feet, and all of that. And then the color mode, which should be RGB or CMYK. RGB stands for red, green, and black. CMYK stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. No, RGB stands for red, green, and blue. It does it. So guys, that's just all of it. And then the OK button. So the title there, it stands for the title of your project, and then the size there, you can choose A4. And then the unit of measurements, there are so many units of measurements. You can use cm, you can use millimeters, you can use feet, depending on your project type. Maybe a client wants you to print something that fits, maybe a banner, so you are going to be measuring in feet. Or maybe you want to do a banner design. Most graphic designers use pixels, but I prefer inches. So you guys, you can go with what you understand best. I go with inches, and then I'm going to go to that size. I'm going to choose A4 because A4 is a default paper that we all use in this live. It is used in document setting and all of that. So as I choose A4 now, that is the exact measurement of A4. You can see it right on your screen. So what you're seeing on your screen right now, that place you are seeing that A4 size, they call it the Canva, guys. That's the Canva, guys. And then to your left hand side, you can see a bunch of tools. To your left hand side, you can see a vertical toolbar. That's our toolbar, like a painter. You always have your tools where you put your tools. A mechanic, you know where to put your tools. So this is a Canva, and then the left hand side is our toolbar, where we'll be using a lot of tools there. Let's say for a mechanic, if you want to repair your car, you need the tools and all of that. So here, as a graphic designer, these are the things that you need. To your left hand side, you have this. So I'm just simply gonna click one, and then that's the pick tool. It automatically selects itself once you open this program. So I'll be teaching you guys some specific tools here. Let me highlight them out. I'll be teaching you guys the pick tool. I think I'm highlighting it now. Yes, the pick tool, the text tool, the rectangle tool, and then the ellipse tool. That's the ellipse tool can be the cycle where you use to draw your objects, and then the pick tool. But the pick tool is one of the most used. And then if I use my mouse, I scroll out, I'm zooming out. If I scroll in, I'm zooming in. So guys, that's just all about it. I'm going to use my rectangle tool. I'm going to click and hold and drag, and you can see that I've drawn a rectangle here. This is how design starts normally. So now look at it. I've drawn this triangle, and then I'm gonna use my pick tool again, because right now I'm using my rectangle tool. I use my rectangle tool to draw this. I'm gonna go back and pick my pick tool, and then if I click on color, the right hand side is a color palette. If I click on color, you can see that there is an arrow. They are showing me something like that, but there is, I did a mistake. Look at, read that, you understand what I'm saying. I did a mistake. So I did not select that rectangle. Now let me select it. Now look at the color. As soon as I selected it and I went to the color palette and I selected blue, my rectangle has changed from no color to blue. So that's just it. You use the pick tool to select something, reduce the size, change the position where it's sitting, reduce the size. And as a graphic designer, you need to have this in mind. Tend to reduce your size from the edges, guys, from the edges. I will talk more of this when we get into the image part, but for rectangle now, let's just keep it. Now I'm gonna use the ellipse tool. The ellipse tool is used to draw a cycle. I will select it with my pick tool and then give it a color of red. Now let's use our text tool. Now I've taught you guys now about how many tools. 1, 2, 3. Now this is the fourth one, the text tool. These are the most used tools. Now if I change this to, if I write my first design, I'm gonna go ahead and pick my pick tool, because my pick tool is going to be doing a lot of the picking, drop. I'm gonna resize it and then give it a color of white. Remember, I selected it. So that's just all of it, guys. So now if I zoom in, now look at it. If I maximize it a bit, that's just what you see. Now let's pick the text tool again and write my first design. Guys, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. This is my first YouTube channel. I want you guys to help. I'll give it a color of green, and now you can look at it. Now to select the boots, I will just drag from where all of them are inclusive. Now you can see. Now if I want to select only one, I can only click on it and then I will select only one. That's what the pick tool. The pick tool is very versatile. When I start, I will teach you guys. When I continue to get deep, I will teach you guys how you can basically do it. If I resize only that one, you can see. But if I decide to select all of it from where to capture everything, you can see. That's it. Now if I resize all of it, now let's say I want to send this to my phone. I'm going to go to file and click on export, because that's where I'll be exporting my image. Take note, I'm exporting it into pictures. I'm gonna give it a name and then I'm gonna click on export. That's, if you're done with your design, this is how you can export it, and then you can have it transferred in your phone. Wait for it to load and you see the preview of your design before you go ahead and delete it, guys. So guys, that's just all I have to teach you today. Please like, share and subscribe. How to learn CorelDraw from scratch. Please stay with me as we begin. First of all, what is CorelDraw? CorelDraw is simply a software that you use